Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So we're not going to be doing anything crazy today. I'm just going to be answering some of you guys' questions and hopefully giving a better insight in how to actually play the game more efficient. So we have our first question here is if I could do a video on how to choose pal skills for PvP, PvP, PvE, PvP and bosses, how to choose them, what is actually best and so on. So if we go to just these skills here, we have a lot of skills. Your guys' skills are probably not gonna look like mine, but yeah, you're probably gonna have like a lot of reds, maybe one or two per pinks. So yeah, all these locked skills are only for events, as we can see here. So we'll be getting them in the future. I'll hopefully get them. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that. But how to make sure that you get the right skills? So first we have to think about if you're thinking PvE, PvP, or bosses. So if we take PvP first, we can start from there. PvP is kind of different from others because you're against another player that is going to have around the same HP, because you're not going to find anyone that's stronger than you. You're not going to find anyone that's really like less strong than you. So we're going to find something that is both defensive and offensive at the same time. So you could always, when you don't have a lot, we can always go to like a set 3. So then we can go through it. So having a speed surge, like increasing your speed at attack speed by 30% for 5 seconds, is really nice at the start of battle. Most battles are taking between like 2 seconds if you're like really overpowered, but it could take you like maybe 7 seconds, 20 seconds in each battle, because you're fighting for that all that health that you guys have with that attack. So like a speed surge would be really nice to get more attacks in per second, right? But we also have to think about what can keep us alive, what can debuff our opponent, but still give us an advantage, and that is where EHP come in, efficient HP. So it's not like keeping you alive. So it's not using like this is just HP, getting HP, right? Because it recovers HP for you, but something like a take it slow is EHP because it's efficient, effective HP or efficient HP. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's still the same, right? So this lowers the attack speed of your opponent in PvP by 40%. Well, I just lost that because but still, that makes it so that the opponent does less attacks per second, or like per second, which will give you will net you that you take less damage, of course, and they will be able to do less crits, combos, and so forth, right? Same with the easy breezy, reducing the attacks of people. So having one of them on your team will definitely be a good idea instead of Nature's Renewal. But I'll come over to why you should be using Nature's Renewal on some counts. We have the Mushroom Shield, really nice one if you know that your battles are not lasting that long, because it has a really high cooldown. So if it's lasting a 25-second battle, you'll get this up again and actually get another chance, right? But getting that 20% max HP, so instead of having just 100% HP, you're having 120% HP, which is really nice. Or it's either that or it's just lasts for 10 seconds. And I'm thinking if you're doing PvP, it's gonna last for that 20% of max HP. Really nice to just keep yourself alive a little bit longer. So yeah, I would definitely take it. If you don't, we can talk about why and why you shouldn't. So you can see on my PvP, I don't have it on because I have another skill instead of that, right? So having something for the EHP is also very nice, but we also have other ways of doing the EHP. So we have something like Coin Bomb that will increase our basic attack damage, which is nice. It's nice to getting that increased basic attack damage, because on something like Archer, we're doing a lot of basic attack damage. We're doing a lot of basic attacks. As you can see that I have my this Gatling gun, or is it called Gatling gun? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, Candy Gatling, right? I'm doing a lot of basic attacks. So getting some more damage on there, pretty nice. Something for a not that one. Something for a mage is like increasing skill damage, right? So doing more damage when you use a skill, really nice. Then we have something that stops the enemy from attacking you. So just like a stun, it could be something like disarm, which disarms the enemy for 3 seconds, which is really nice after some testing, because making that that they can't attack for the first 3 seconds, really nice and really good to have, you know. Same with something like dazzle, you know, stunning the targets for 1.5 seconds, pretty nice as well. I would probably go for something like dazzle instead. So yep, you can choose whatever you have, right? Still, same we have with smoke bomb. This is just the increases the damage received. So now you're making it like you're stripping away their armor, right? So you're taking away the armor so they take more damage. So having something that boosts your damage and having something that lowers their damage, lowers their defense towards damage, right? That will help a lot. So you could run like this, right? Having that speed surge so you will get more hits in, and then having a smoke bomb that will make it so they take more damage, right? So you could, let's start with this, you know, we start with this. I don't think there's much else down here that is actually like useful. Could be let of charge, but that's still basic attack damage. So for some people it's not that good. We come further down here. Wow, I hate that. Okay, we come further down here. So we have something. I'm not sure about these. I won't go into like the heroic descent and the grim reaper. I'm not sure. And if you have something better, use something better. Something like wild gust is really nice, right? So if, well, I didn't mean to do that, but we have wild gust here. Increases our attack, not attack damage, not basic attack, nothing, just our attack in general by 15%. 15% is still a lot. It's not like a lot, but it's still good. So making that at the start of the round, when you just use all your skills on auto, getting that 15% attack, getting that the damage received increases, or like, so they receive the more damage, and getting that speed surge is really good, really nice. And yeah, definitely makes the opponent take more damage, as well with having maybe this attack speed reduction, so they do less damage to us while still having that shield up. Now we come into the more complex. So we have the Blitz Assault, which is nice, really nice one. I didn't even see it before I actually unlocked it. So summon a golden lightning, dealing almost 6,000% damage and providing 3 seconds of damage immunity. That is amazing. Getting into that first state, if like first when you're doing what's it called, PvP, getting into that and then just not taking damage for the first 3 seconds is so nice. Like there's nothing that quite compares to that like damage resistance rise, like not taking that damage. You do have something like Blade Pierce that I'm not really sure about. Throw sharp blades. So sharp blades, so it's more blades, dealing almost 5,000% damage and causing the targets to lose 1.5% of their max HP per second for 5 seconds. So you're throwing about what? You're throwing 3, and yeah, I don't know if they do quarters, but yeah. Wow, no, wow, not, that didn't make sense. They're losing 1.5 max HP per second for 5 seconds. So it's really good, I guess, but there are some that are definitely better. Something like clone, which is nice. So generate a clone with 30% of the Shroom's HP, so your HP. I don't know why it's Shroom, not just your HP, but yeah. This clone lasts for 10 seconds and deals 200% damage with each basic attack. Really nice, really nice. I like it. I use it in pretty much all of my setups. And the good thing about this, people that you're fighting, no matter if it's in PvP, bosses, or PvE, everyone will go for the clone first. So you'll have some extra shield. So if you didn't use the mushroom and you're actually using this and maybe something like this, you would have the 3-second damage immunity, same as your, in those 3 seconds, your clone would take all the damage. And when those 3 seconds are up, you'll still have your smoke bomb, your attack reduction, and your attack speed going for at least 2 seconds more, doing so you're making so much more damage, right? While they have used all theirs. Then you have something like World Snare that I've been talking to a lot of you guys about using only for PvP. So I don't see it working that well in bosses, and I don't see it working that well in PvE because of the high cooldown. So I'll just show you guys why. And this is only for my account. I actually bought it because if we go to my not reached the limit here. So if we go to Clayton, right? So Clayton is on 50 million power almost, but look how quickly I'll actually go through his HP, and that is really because of this skill. So forth with the other things, right? But having that worldly snare, giving me an additional 10 crit and a 10 an additional 30% crit damage for 5 seconds, plus dealing at almost 5.5k percent damage. That is a lot, and considering I have then for like 5 seconds I have a 55% crit rate and a almost 1,000% crit damage with a 7,000 combo multiplier. That is kind of insane. So definitely, if you can't get it and if you're lacking AVP in PvP, I would try getting it. It's very nice. It does some good damage, and definitely it helped me out. I was actually struggling against Honker. I don't know if it's said that to you guys, but yeah, he's on like 20. He's like 3 million power over than me. So I had to do something. So we began testing all the different things, and we found this setup, which is just destroying Honker. I don't know if you guys have seen it, so just gonna show you guys again. We'll check pets afterwards, don't worry. So go to, that's not Honker. This is Honker. Let's just practice. And we can see how we just obliterate Honker. Like, not even taking damage ourselves. Because we have that, we're starting with that 3 no damage cooldown, or no damage. And then coming in with that crit, making him take more damage. Doing it, disarming him as well at the 3 seconds, right? And getting that clone that tanks the damage once he actually is damaging it again. So yeah, really nice setup. I love it. If you guys have it, if you guys are archers, this is only for archers. I'm not sure about mage and warrior. I will start looking into more mage warrior, but this is more a guide for archer, since I am only going archer on my own account. So, and on my free-to-play account as well, it's archer. I'm thinking about, before giving away the secret account, I think not the secret, just Melioda's account, thinking about switching that to archer as well, but I'll leave that up to the person, I think. But I'll leave it another 2-3 days before I close that one, so I have some time to think about it. But yeah, that is why I can only do archer at the moment, because I have no idea about the others, because I'm not testing the other, because I don't have an account. Everyone that I know right now is playing archer, and they're all playing the crossbow because it's just much better, that we found out. So yeah, doing that will definitely increase, going archer will definitely increase the likelihood of my tips going through to you and helping, because yeah, I have no idea otherwise. So yeah, but still, these are good tips. I'm pretty sure you can use them. I think you can use this for all of them, maybe not for warrior, since you're going to be needing them to hit you in order to hit back. So maybe going for something that will only increase your damage, or maybe something that will prevent further, like a lot of damage to you, would be a good idea. So something like Wild Gust could be really good on a warrior. Class Awakening, we have gotten some new information. You need all of these 6 to be, oh yeah, we have talked about this. Yeah, you all need all 6 awakened. Yeah, we have already talked about that. So let's go to pals. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything there is in this. If you guys need any more information or any other tips, feel free to add me on Discord. I am helping a lot of people right now, and hopefully I'll be able to make, right now I'm working on a Discord server, so hopefully that will actually be in the works, so I can actually, instead of having to tell 10 people the same thing, maybe I could just make a server where I have it already up, or if someone requests it, I can put it up so everyone has the same amount of information, and you don't have to wait 12 hours while I'm sleeping or at work for me to then answer you, while you could have just been doing it at that time. So we have pals. Every pal almost is the same, but just different rarities doing different things, right? So we have a cat here, of course. We have a cat here doing the same thing, giving some dealing damage after using an active skill, dealing damage after using an active skill. It's just a rarity makes them better. So doing PvP, and this is because you can see all. I'm gonna unlock Bunny. I'm actually going for Bunny, just so you guys know. I think it's pretty good. Definitely have seen it, a lot of good uses for it in PvE and PvP. Not bosses, because you can't launch bosses. So yeah. But definitely something I will be going for. I don't know if you guys have all the same pals as me, so we're gonna go from the start, and then we're gonna go down and see what we can actually do. You can always, if I tell you this snow general is really good, you can always just take this snow goblin. It's the same, just less rarity, and will pretty much give you the same experience as having this. So not to worry, you don't have to use all your skill and pal draws in order to get the different things, okay? So we can always start. If you don't know what you're gonna use, if you don't have something like banana, if you don't have something like toothpick eggplant, which you need to buy in order to get, if you don't have Benny, if you don't have Benny the bunny, wow, and if you don't have something like octopus, right, you can always start off by getting this rebellious banana. The only way why you will get it is if you're archer and you need combo, because this is the perfect increase 5% combo. Pretty good to getting that combo up. Yeah, there's one here for warrior, getting that counter up. Pretty sure there's one for skill crit. Yeah, there's this one that I don't even know if, I think, no, did you have to buy the Fortune Dragon, or did you just have to sign up? Because this is for mage, get that 8% skill crit rate, right? So at least maybe if you're struggling, so if you're almost on like me with 90 and 50, no, don't use them. You're not gonna need them. Other pals are so much better. But if you have like, if you have 15% crit rate, maybe getting something with higher crit, I think there is one. Other than that would be toothpick eggplant, right? But if you have a low combo, I'm sorry. If you have a low combo and your relics, you would rather use crit and then only have a 5% combo, you should do that. Same with the toothpaste right here. Oh, that's an event one. Didn't even know that. But yeah, you can get 5% increase there as well. No, 8% actually, sorry about that. But what you would start with, wow, we didn't even talk about PvE and bosses. Wow, okay, forgot about that. But PvP, right? So we can start about that. What you would start with is something like a deer. So getting that damage resistance, getting that, and that's what we talk about, maybe not taking less damage and then doing more damage, right? So getting that deer in, then we have our first, let's just go, do I have any other, no, just like this. So let's start with the deer. You can use any type of deer, getting that, it's 10%, 12%, 15% is still a lot different from one another, but still really good if you have one of these, right? Then something like the owl, and that will become not this hero bird. So getting this attack speed as well as getting it over here, you can get it here, and it's helping out really because you're just getting more shots in, and this does stack because you can see it on the bottom here. Attack speed bonus 50%, right? So you know it, and if we take this out, now you can see it's only 32. So this does stack. Yeah, there's other skills that I have no idea. Something like the lead to charge, and then which one is it? The coin bomb. They were both basic attack, and I'm not sure if they do stack. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm still working on other things, but yeah. Something like this, I'll just put the bird on, so it's more, yeah, more realistic for someone like new players. And then, of course, if you are a mage, maybe something like dragon could be really good to get that more 8% skill crit. Something like this, I know a lot of people are saying that you probably shouldn't, but if you don't really have other other ways of getting more out of your account, maybe that's a good idea. In order to actually get your active skills to regen faster, so you can use them more. So that would mean that my my blitz assault will actually come up more times, so I can use it again and get more shield. So having that 20% is actually really nice. That goes up to 25%, which I definitely think you guys should be going for. This is why I started struggling, because I really want to use the banana, I really want to use the octopus, and I really want to use Benny and the eggplant, because they're just so good. And they just do things that I hope that others could have. But for a starter account, then you could use something like the snow general. Then I'll use this snow goblin to reduce the attack speed of them. Don't use the snail in PvP. This is only and strictly for PvE. Reduce the enemy movement speed. In PvP, you're standing across from each other, you're not moving. So it's not gonna work. It's not gonna do anything staying there. Let me just check if the birds stack. So the birds don't stack. So don't run 2 birds. Just don't run 2 attack speed birds. That they do not stack. But yeah, you can always, and this is why I was talking about having maybe here having the nature's renewal, maybe here, then having a panda, which will give you more HP regen, which in here will make this recover more HP for you. So instead of just 30% max HP, it will do 35 or however much it does. 35% more than the 30%, so it won't be 65%, but it will be I don't know, 3.5% more, I think. But yeah, something like that will definitely do something. Hopefully this could actually help you guys with the PvP side of things. But yeah, if we're actually using more of a more later game players, maybe some low spenders that are actually getting some things like this, I would definitely move this out with that. We definitely need the combo banana. Yeah, on any other account, this is only for archer. Any other account, I would use the fortune dragon on mage, and then you could be using every 3 basic attacks deal an extra 40% damage on warrior. I have no idea as the skills. I have no idea about warrior mage in particular. But as well as something like the Robo for warrior, increase counter damage by 6% and restore 1% HP lost on counter. Amazing. Then there's something like this. Increase basic attack damage by 50% and skill crit rate by 20. Amazing getting this treasure dragon. Like, you're gonna be having at least 30 to 40% crit rate, skill crit rate. Something like Benny, if people are going for it, you can get it for $10. So it's just Banana Man was $7, and this is $10. So yeah, a little bit up in price, but it's still good. I would use it for in PvP. I would use it maybe instead of the snow golem, because you're gonna be knocking them up in the air, and that's gonna make them not being able to hit you. So that is how I would do it. Octopus, of course, if you're getting octopus and all that, I would just straight go for this kind of combo setup. I'm going to be using Benny instead of the hero bird. So yeah, once I get Benny, my account's going to be looking nice. Maybe I'm hoping in the long run, hoping for Alpine Fox, so I can actually get my stun up. Maybe switching out 6% counter for stun, and maybe going down to 80% combo to get more stun. But I'm not sure. But yeah, that is most of it for PvP. If you have other questions or need further assistance or didn't understand what I actually have said to you guys, please feel free to add me on Discord.